Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and helps support the show. What is up, Planeswalkers? 36 back with some more Magic: The Gathering Arena, and today we're going to be playing some Historic Challenge. Now, there are a few things that I want to say before we even jump into the deck. First of all, viewer discretion is advised. Depending on the level of salt, there may be more swears in this video than usual, but I really just want to talk about Historic Challenge in general. This is not an event that is for everyone. Whether or not that should be the case is not what we're talking about. This event is an extremely expensive thing that, frankly, newer players should not play. And players who want to buy as many Theros packs as possible should not play. Because this is a gold sink, first and foremost. This is gold and Ember Gems. It's 10,000 gold. And you get your gold back after hitting, I think, 7 wins. It's worth it, technically, before that. But you don't make your gold back until 7 wins. And it's meant to be incredibly competitive. Now, I was streaming this event the other day, and I came up against someone who had a really cool, fun deck. I really liked it. It was like a really interesting clone deck where he had like a bunch of creatures that became clones, or he had a bunch of cloning of creatures, and he had access to arcane adaptation and things like that. It was really awesome. I really liked the idea of the deck, but it does not compete in this format. Also, this is a gold sink. I think that Wizards putting it at this point, right before a rotation, is on purpose. They're trying to get rid of players' gold. I think that's messed up. I'm 100% certain that it was a calculated decision. But it is technically worth it if you play a lot of Historic, you love Historic, and you love Best of 3. And I do like that. I do like all those things, so I am going to be playing it. However, I strongly suggest that you consider whether or not this is a event for you. I'm going to be playing Bolas because Bolas is my deck. It's the deck that I think I do the best with, and it is the one that I'm at the very least most comfortable with. I've made several changes since the stream that happened on Saturday. Yeah, today's Sunday. That was yesterday? Is it Monday or Sunday? Jesus, it's Sunday for me. It's Monday for you all. Oh, yikes. Anyway, first and foremost, I added in some God-Eternal Kefnets. I took out Drawn from Dreams because essentially Drawn from Dreams does nothing against aggro or fast mid-range like Gruul. And I was finding that even if I could maybe get, I'm digging 7 cards down, I get the top 2 best options. Even if I'm getting to that point, that one turn of just having a do-nothing turn can just be where I die. Whereas playing a Kefnet is something that is good no matter what deck I'm playing against. Against Control, it's not as good as just getting to pick the best 2 cards for that matchup. But it is still fine, and if Kefnet lives, then I can get some extra bonus value from the number of instant searches I have in my deck, which I think is 21 at this point. No, 19, sure. It's close. So I included Kefnet, and against aggro, it's just better than Drawn from Dreams. And the reason is I can actually block with it. It comes down at an okay time. Obviously, it still can get trampled over from a Embercleave. Gosh, words are hard. But it has an okay body for what it does. So I replaced that there. And in doing so, I did want to make sure that I increased the number of instant sorceries. So I cut down Murderous Rider all the way down to 1, and I increased my Bedevils to 2. Now, this does mean that Murderous Rider, I won't have as many times where I can just play Murderous Rider as a 2/3 lifelink creature, but I figure that's more or less going to be okay, because too often I was finding that had to be the option to play, because destroying the creature, which is what I would prefer to do, I would just lose 2 life, and then I would die from that. So don't know why I'm still wearing that. So I decided that it's probably worth changing over into 2 Bedevils. And Bedevils do the exact same thing, except that it hits artifacts as well. Cough, cough, Embercleave. So that's one of the reasons I switched there. I solidified down on 2 Tyrant Scorn as opposed to the 1 Scorn, 1 Rampage, and 1 Bedeck that I was using previously. Tyrant Scorn, obviously, as an instant, doesn't work the best with Fires of Invention, but the point of the matter is the other Angrass Rampage mostly required a little bit too much red. Essentially, it would have made me need 14 red sources, whereas cutting that out allowed me to just have 12 red sources. And technically, I don't have 12 red sources. I have like 11.5, but that's fine. For what it's worth, this is going to be a long video. Feel free to skip. I'm going to try and be in depth about why I made these changes, because I actually spent the last like hour and a half making these changes. Bedeck is fine in many circumstances. However, the Gruul decks that I was facing up against were the main places where I was having issues. And those decks, the creatures that they play are often, not often, but can often get to a point where a -3 doesn't kill them, and then Bedeck becomes useless. Obviously, when you have it on turn 2, it's great, but the beauty of Tyrant Scorn is if you aren't able to kill the creature, you at the very least can bounce it back to their hand. Although a lot of the creatures that they're playing have haste, you can still do it at a point in time, such as after they've gone to attacks, where you're at least fogging that creature for the turn, and that should be one turn enough to hopefully get you to the rest of the game. I was contemplating decreasing my number of Mastermind's acquisition and putting a Vraska's Contempt in the main deck. However, I did want to maintain the full 4 Master's acquisitions because they really have been doing more or less well for me, and I thought about what may happen if I removed my Drawn from Dreams, and what I realized is that Mastermind's acquisition is kind of just a better Drawn from Dreams in many of the circumstances I find myself in, right? So Drawn from Dreams, no matter kind of when I'm playing it, I'm usually looking for something in particular. Obviously, Drawn from Dreams is better when I need exactly 1 more land, as well as a 5 or 6 drop to play. But Mastermind's acquisition, if I'm playing this on turn 4 against a board of some creatures, I can just go get that Ritual of Soot. It is not a random situation where I'm like, okay, I need a Drawn from Dreams, need to get that Ritual of Soot. If not, I kind of lose. So Mastermind's acquisition fills that role, and I think since I got rid of the 2 Drawn from Dreams, I'm going to go ahead and keep the Mastermind's acquisitions. The mana base has changed quite a bit, actually. It doesn't look like it, but technically I've made a decent number of changes. One, it added in a Dismal Backwater. The main reason for this is I don't have any 1-drop plays, right? I have no turn 1 plays, even at the sideboard. So if I can get this down relatively early, I should be okay. Additionally, I don't have a ton of turn 3 plays. So even just playing one of these on turn 3 is probably going to be fine, because I can play one of my many 2-drops. So I have Dismal Backwater. The 1 extra life gain, probably not going to matter, but in some situations it might. That's nice. But also it just makes it so I can actually get to the mana that I need. I kind of need 16 blue sources, 18 black sources, and 12 red sources, based vaguely on some wisdom from better players than myself. I have 11.5, 17.5, or sorry, reverse order. I have 16.5, 17.5, and 11.5. And that half I'm getting from Fabled Passage. I don't count this as a full mana source because, well, 1, I only have 1 of each of these, but also because it's not always reliable, right? I also changed it so that instead of having max shocks like I was previously, I now have a ratio of 10 shocks to 8 checks. And I think this should make it so that I'm less likely to take too much damage from my lands. I was finding that in too many situations, I had to keep burning myself. And those 2 or 4 pieces of damage are enough to just lose to a Gruul deck. So I'm hoping that with these changes, I don't find myself in situations where my mana is hurting me too much, yet I'm still able to cast all of my spells. Now, I also made modifications to my sideboard. Namely, I cut down on a lot of the wish targets that I felt were a little bit unnecessary. For example, I had Ugin as well as Vraska, Relic Seeker, the 6 mana one, in here, and I realized that they did the same thing. The only difference is that Ugin I can bring in and cast in my main deck. And they do essentially the same thing. Obviously, Vraska has an ultimate, whereas Ugin does not. However, Vraska gives me 2/2 creatures that happen to have Menace, but Menace is not often going to be needed for what I'm using those tokens for. Typically, I'm going to be using those tokens to block, or potentially to attack some Planeswalkers, but for the most part, it's to block. And knowing that, I realize that Ugin is a little bit better in that, because Ugin allows me to have that blocker and get more card advantage on top of it. Additionally, Ugin can destroy any permanent as long as it has a color, whereas Vraska can only hit, I think it's creatures, artifacts, and enchantments. She does give you a nice treasure, but the fact that Ugin can hit more things that are important, I think is a little bit better. Let's see. We put in a Thought Distortion because one of the decks that I do have a little bit of issue with is the Esper Control decks, where they just keep playing counterspells and counterspells and counterspells. So I wanted to make sure I had something that either I can wish for with Acquisition, or that I can just bring in on the sideboard and just cause them to get screwed. Obviously, they can still discard this beforehand, but if they're discarding this, hopefully I'm threat dense enough post-game, post-game 1, that they run out of discards and they don't have the counterspells because I have the discard, whatever, so that I can do well with it. I still do have the Chandra and the Liana. I'm not entirely sure if that's correct. They do different things, and that's why I still kept them around. Chandra, the fact that she can't be countered is one huge plus for her, meaning that I can go ahead and get her or have her in game 2 and just play this down knowing that she's not going to get countered, and at the very least being able to take out a Planeswalker, take out a board if my opponent, who's like Jeskai or something, brought in some annoying creatures, or just get a slight clock ticking on my control opponent. And of course, the Liana, still decent in that control context, still definitely can come in, but also has a slightly better time against some types of creature decks, because she, against like mid-rangey style decks, right, her -4 is going to be great because usually they have fewer creatures that are bigger, and then her +1 is great because I can block and still get some nice advantage, some card advantage, since usually in those more mid-rangey creature decks, I'm going to be needing that card advantage. I got rid of a lot of things like Unmoored Ego. I got rid of Narset. Narset I just found wasn't doing enough for me in the main. Even when I bring her out in the sideboard, she never felt like a great card to bring in, so I decided to cut her. Unmoored Ego is less needed in this metagame right now, in my opinion, because we don't have things like Nexus, we don't have things like Field of the Dead, so I could possibly regret that, but for right now I think it's fine. Add in a Vraska's Contempt. In some situations I need removal that can gain me life. This is decent. Moment of Craving is pretty much similar, and Cast Down is also quite nice. These two cards, Vraska's Contempt I might actually get sometimes, but these two cards are essentially cards that I think I'll need to bring in the aggro matchup, so I'm hoping that this does a good job. We'll see. I've not played with this version just yet, and we're doing it live. There you are. And as I said, this is going to be a little bit longer of a video. That took about 13 minutes for the whole DeckTech and stuff. And usually I try to get those done around 8. So at the very minimum, we're going to be going like 5 to 10 minutes over what I would typically do. So do like that I get to play first. This hand is totally reasonable. We have a nice turn 1. Actually, this is probably going to be a turn 1 this, because then I can turn 2 this if I have to, and turn 3 this. So I think this is slightly better. Very slightly. Let's see what type of deck my opponent is playing. Alright, possibly the exact same as mine. Let's see, are you playing a control deck? Yep, they're playing Esper. So what's nice here is if my opponent does have a discard spell for us, we have a decent number of things that we can do, right? If they take fires, which is I assume what they're going to do, I have Kefnet, right? They could take Bolas, potentially. I assume they're going to take fires. Yeah, because fires allows us to double up next turn, and then the turn after that, I can just kind of go ham. So Kefnet very likely can get removed here. But I think I'm going to Bolas because it's a guaranteed 2-for-1. Because I'm getting the discard and whatever removal they happen to use. It also makes 3 mana Teferi a lot less good, because if they bounce this, they get to draw, but I get to just play it again. They discarded a Castle Vantress, so I assume they have a bunch of lands in hand? Not entirely sure. They do have full information on me, which is potentially an issue. Murderous Rider, that's fine. And I assume Shockland? Yeah. Here we are just going to go ahead and play Kefnet. Force them to have another answer. And if they don't, we can potentially start getting some sweet stuff going. 5 could see a Tefers. A 5-mana Teferi. Nope, just another Murderous Rider. That's totally fine with me. Let's hope that they don't have another Thought Erasure to do stuff with, but luckily okay, they didn't. Unfortunately, we didn't have anything to go off either. I'm going to try Mastermind's Acquisition. This might just get countered, which honestly I'd be fine with. Yeah, that's fine, because frankly, I'd probably just go get a land with it. Because I am looking to just get a land. Liliana, that is unfortunate, but not the best, luckily.
Good help is easy to find in war.
So yeah, I'm just gonna kill her. I'll get Kefnet and I can cast her again. Him. Kefnet's a dude. Well, he's a dead now. Just cast a Murderous Rider, and I assume cast another Murderous Rider. Yep. It'll play Kefnet. Insight, sure. I'd like another land. I would like a Fires of Invention would also be quite nice. Interesting. Mortify. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep taking action. She's still good. He's still good. I don't know why I keep saying Kefnet's a girl. Ritual of Soot, also not terrible. This is nice. Gonna go get a swamp, I guess. I already have 4 islands. I could get my mountain. I guess there's not really a reason not to. And here, I believe I just... I can actually play my Murderous Rider. Because if I play Bolas, they'd probably just get rid of a land. Yeah, I think instead I'm going to play my Murderous Rider and then kill one of theirs. It does go back to the bottom, but that shouldn't actually matter. Thought Erasure. They can take one of my Boluses, but not both. The mana screw is a little bit annoying. Especially since we kept a 4 land hand, right? Did we keep all 4 of these? Yeah, we totally kept the 4 land hands. We are running 26 lands. They do take a Bolus. They have 5 mana. Is it going to be a Teferi? I mean, they're playing main deck Liliana. They're playing a decent number of multicolored cards, so they could be playing Hero in somewhere. You know, maybe they're playing a transformational sideboard with Hero. They do play Teferi. All right. Kefers is...
Let's slow this down.
Gone? What? Oh, I shuffled my deck. Totally forgot. That's interesting. So yeah, they're just trying to beat me down at this point.
All will bow before Nicol, Bolas.
Currently can't kill my Bolas. He might have another of his Murderous Riders to kill my Bolas, but Teferi can't do anything about him yet. I could be going down to 3.
No weakness I cannot exploit. Hurry!
Search Azcanta. Don't really care too much about that. They only have 1 card in hand. Are they going to go after Bolas, or are they going to... Nope, they're just going to try and kill me. Seems reasonable. And they despark, that's why. Okay.
This is infuriating.
Let's see. So I can just... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can just kill this, play this, go down to 1, go up to 2, yeah. Or, let's see, I can acquisition, get a 2-drop, none of which would help, so I do think I'm just going to have the centers tapped. Yep, kill you and play my own Murderous Rider, hope that my opponent doesn't get anything good. 1, 2, 3 shocks. Yeah, that seems correct. All right, let's see what happens. All right, they're digging. Them digging is usually a good sign. All right, they only have 4. They can't play a Teferi here. No, they could play. No, they can't play land Teferi. So, all right, so we might live this turn. 3, 4. An acquisition for a 3-drop, but I think it's better to just cast Bolas here. Dovin's Veto can't counter it. That's fine. I have to attack with Murderous Rider here, because if they kill my Murderous Rider, then I just die. So I have to attack with Murderous Rider here. Them double blocking is I'm totally fine with. I can just kill this stupid zombie, which I don't know why I would put second, but sure. They get to gain some life too. I'm fine with that. 7 mana, so next turn I can flip my own Bolas and either get this Bolas or this Bolas back. I could also get Liliana back, which is not awful. They got that Tefers, so them playing this... Oh, they need a land to play it, though. Damn.
Sorry I'm late. Time is much more malleable than people think.
Down to 1. My opponent really getting there. That's not what I need. As I said, Esper Control was something that I was having a little bit of difficulties with. Acquisition for 3. Don't believe there's anything. So there's plenty that can save me here. Like I can just get either Tyrant Scorn. Could get Bedevil. I don't want to show them Bedevil, but I can just get this Tyrant Scorn, I guess, and kill this. But they have too much advantage now. They have Teferi plus an active Azcanta, so they just drew more lands.
Let's skip to the good part.
Should I be running 27 lands in this deck? It's possible. I just don't have the same amount of card draw that they do. Interesting. So attempt to erase some thoughts. Yep. And let's see if my search gets countered. I kept that on top. Alright, so they are playing a lot of counters. Okay. So first things first, Tyrant Scorns, we just don't need them. Cries, Rituals, all gone. Even End of the God-Eternals, I don't think I'll need. Things I will need. Liliana, Vraskas, Thought Distortion, Sarkhan, Chandra, Ugin. I could put in main deck Elder Spell. It might be fine. So if this is the case, do I want to keep in an Enter the God-Eternals? I could do a single End of the God-Eternals and probably a Ritual just in case things get out of hand. And that's probably reasonable. Because you have to remember, we still have Bedevils and our own Murderous Rider, so. Alright, we go a little bit more heavy. Let's see how it goes. Something steady as she goes. Should I be playing 27 lands? Possibly. I'd like to play first, please. This is a good hand. I hate. There we go. Yeah, let's get a nice Thought Erasure down. Bad top deck. I don't want them getting an Erasure, or I don't want them getting a search. I don't care about their single Thought Erasure. They can take any of these, and I'm fine with it because I have the rest of them. And Dovin's Veto I'll have to watch out for, but them just having access to Thought Erasure is not good. Me getting this is fucking fantastic. So I assume they're going to erase me. Yep. I could see Bolas or Fires. I still expect the Fires. But who knows? Yep. It's fine. So now we can Blood Crypt, Thought Erasure. We need one more blue source. Maybe we just take that. We don't take that. So I kept a 3-lander. Let's see if I draw another land. They are playing hero. Good to know. Drew another land. That's absolutely fantastic. Play this Kefnet down. And Kefnet by himself can value us back in the game. Wow. Fantastic. All right, we just need another game like that. Okay, so now that we know that hero is a possibility, I actually think End of the God-Eternals is less valuable. Moment of Craving. Moment of Craving says I'm actually going to drop the Elder Spell because I still don't think that my opponent's going to be getting a ton of Planeswalkers on board at a single time. So that's why I was kind of hesitant about playing it to begin with. I think I want Cry the Carnarium. Yeah, I think one Cry, one Ritual, and then one Moment of Craving or Cast Down. Maybe instead just keep the Tyrant Scorn. Because Tyrant Scorn can also protect my Bolas or my Kefnet if I really want it to. Yeah, let's do the Tyrant Scorn then. Does that make me want to change any of this? I think it makes me want Liliana slightly less. But the question is adding this stuff going to narrow me down if they don't keep those in. I don't think so, because we've added in this. And we still have the Masterminds, so I think I'm just going to keep those. Let's see how this goes. Alright, steady as she goes. They kept 7. Not the best hand. Especially if we consider that our opponent is almost certainly going to Thought Erasure us. But the search is really hard to say no to. Alright. So this makes them less... If they erase me, it's less likely that they're going to hit my search and more likely they're going to hit my fires, just based on the fact that they've continuously hit my fires. I still think search is the better hit here. And they hit search. It's probably incorrect to play Sulfur Falls because now I can't Dragonskull Summit. Can I draw a land? I drew a land. I'm good. I think Kemp's inside here. Yeah. But they know about my Fires of Invention. I don't want to give them a free turn into Teferi. I'm more okay with this getting countered. They didn't counter it. Interesting, they had nothing. Well then. That's fine with me. They're gonna... Oh man, now I really wish I played Fires. This is why they say, force them to have it. So yeah, they're gonna Chemisters here. Ugh. No. Now they could actually have a counter spell. I hope you don't -3.
Stand by and watch. This
but
might be a bad idea.
Okay, you have to have. Okay, there it is. I was about to say, like, you have to have something then, right? And they're gonna get rid of Fires? Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Ah, it sucks for me. Should have played Fires. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this down.
You will feel the lick of my flesh. Your end has arrived.
Alright, Sarkin.
That's more like it.
If I top deck a lands, then I can cast Chandra for free. He can Kai's Wrath at instant speed, so I do need to pay attention to that. Oh, that's nice. Cool. He saves his Sarkin. Or saves his Teferi. I'm gonna grab blue source. Wow. My assumption, my opponent had a lot of lands in hand. Got there. Game 1. Alright, on to game 2, baby. Ah, yikes. Tattooed tooth? That sounds fucking painful. I don't like it. I just don't like it. We're going second. That's fine. My opponent could be playing Golgari. I am pretty scared of Casualties of War. What the fuck? Okay, I will keep this hand, but don't know what that was all about. Oh, no, no. Okay, at the very least, they didn't have a turn 1 mana dork. So we're going to play a turn 2 mana dork? Okay, I need to... This Thought Erasure is going to be very helpful. That Cry the Carnarium will hopefully be very helpful. You're playing elves? You're playing elves. Vivian needs to fuck off? LG control get +1. Yeah, it has to be Vivian here, I think. Do I take another Bedevil? I don't think so. I don't think so. The plan is to Cry, and I want to make sure I get a 4th land. But this can tap for, what, 3? So they play this first and then make it huge? Why didn't you... I will never understand. Regardless, my opponent vomited out their hand, so I feel relatively safe. They're gonna flash this in, but we'll hit whatever else is in their hand, I guess. And we really need to get this 4th land down. I have the Bedevil, so I'm not... I need the 4th land. I kept 3. I need 1 more, damn it. Marwyn, sure. You add nothing. So another Cry would be fine. No. Do this. I'll go and just play a Bolas here. It's a decent blocker. Next turn, I have access to Mastermind's Acquisition into Ritual of Soot, so I'm not too terribly worried about the deck. Yeah. That could have been horrifying. Let us acquisition. Yes. I do like the idea of just ritualing their punk ass. But I think God-Eternal might be better. Now I have single target removal. I guess feat 2 for 1. I mean, I could also just play Kefnet or Bolas. I mean, I'll get Bolas. I'll just play Bolas. And plus. Hey, look, it's a Ritual Soot. Cool.
My schemes are never ending.
Gotcha. Alright. We take out some of the more control-oriented stuff, and we bring in Cast Downs, Moment of Craving, Vraska Contempt, possibly Sharon, not entirely sure. Alright. So what are we taking out for sure? We are for sure... Huh, nothing really. I guess Search for Azcantas. They're a little slow. Going second? Thought Erasure is a little slow. Even though it was good, I think it's a little slow. I could switch out a single Mastermind's Ac for, like... I don't think Sarkhan's worth it because of the number of lords. I could potentially switch him out. Switch out a single Mastermind's Ac for a Sharon. But I feel like this is probably just fine. Because we have loads of removal. And we can get a win con when we need it. Yeah, this should be an okay matchup. We will see. And if it is, that means, boom, we go right to game 3. It's a good hand. What can I say? They didn't start off with a thing, but they do start off with an elf. Unfortunately, we don't have Bolt. We're just going to go ahead and play this first. Then we can play a Swamp next turn. If they play a 3 mana, that's going to die. I don't need to die that quickly. Please and thank you. Let's see. Clan Caller, sure. Might get hit for 2. That's fine. Next turn, I Eraser. That is a nice card to see. I can hopefully set up the following turn. Short target creature with flying, short target enchantment. Alright, well, I'll take out Banner. I'll get rid of this. I mean, they can hit my Fires of Invention, I suppose. But cost 6, so. I mean, I guess I could force them to cast it, but is there even a reason to? Because if they draw a land next turn, they're probably just going to do this on main phase. I guess I'd force them to use it. I don't know. You can't do it in response. You have to wait till it resolves. There you go. There you go. They could have messed up and used this. Did they get a land for Clan Caller? Nope. I'm just gonna kill this. Getting too much land now. What do you say? Exile a card. I'm at 4? I got rid of those, so I'm just gonna mill you, I guess. I don't think my opponent should be playing this game mode. I mean, most of the first game was fine. This one, not so much. I can't wait to get styled on by something I'm not expecting. We have 6 mana. Thank you for an acquisition. I can actually play something. Let's see. 3 mana. It's probably better just acquisition for something the fuck else. So next turn I can have 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn I can have 7 mana. I could just get a Bolas. Bolas is always fun. Also Eugene. I'm gonna get Liliana. Play Liliana next turn. And I am gonna hit you. Alright, this game shouldn't be an issue. I feel like I should have gotten Eugene. Because if it played something wonky, I would have wanted to be able to destroy it, but we should be okay.
Your course. What a good, mindless minion.
Good elf, though. Good art for the Llanowar Elf. On to game 3. Can we get the 3 in a row? 3 in a row would be great. I'd really appreciate it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Exciting. Claudio. Is it Claudio Sanchez from Coheed and Cambria? AKA the best fucking band of all time. This is a good hand. They're going second. Against Derek with Sharon Sleeves. Is this Gruul Embercleave? My natural enemy. No. Then what are you? Okay. I still don't know who you are. Grixis Mill. I'm going to kill Ashiok. They play Thief. I kill Thief with Tyrant Scorn. Yes. Fuck you, Ashiok. I don't want another Tyrant Scorn. No. So they play Thief. I Steam Vents tapped. And I kill it on my turn. Why do I kill it on my turn? Because I don't know if this fool is playing, and it's tapped. I don't know if they're playing Thought Collapse. Destroy target creature. Go away. Then I can Bedevil. Okay. Gonna go and Bedevil. Then I can Bolas. Actually, it's even better. I can Fires, then Bolas. I'm actually going to hit them with this Bolas first. No, I'm going to hit with this Bolas first. Either way, it's a 2. It's a 3-for-1 with this? Yeah, no, this is fine. Because they've Vraska's Contempt, then they discard one of their End of the God-Eternals. Then next turn, I play another Bolas. Discard. Yeah, my opponent is not in a good way, because I'm going to play both of these next turn. And they only have 2 cards. Let's see if they play a land. They do play a land. So we're going to do this first. We're going to do this. Yeah. They got rid of their own Bolas. Now they're just playing a different version of Grixis Control. In my opinion, a worse version.
Multiverse will bend to my will.
Oh, double island? Yeah. Well, they're playing more blue than black. Bolas, Thief of Sanity, Ashiok.
My intellect.
I would have gotten rid of the land, I think. Or this. The Ashiok means nothing.
Fear, terror, and horror are the ingredients of the perfect.
Ashiok, can you calm down? You're fine.
My dreams dissipate like smoke.
Probably just gonna smoke his Ashiok. And then steal his Ashiok. Am I just gonna draw a card with this? Probably. Yeah, probably gonna do that. So I'm gonna smoke Ashiok here. Gonna flip this and draw 2 cards.
My knowledge is endless.
Kind of trash, but we're just gonna play this because fuck it. It's the dragon family. All we need now is Eugene. I'm surprised by the lack of concession, to be honest.
Everything is power.
Draw so many cards.
And I am everything. I always have an answer.
I apparently always have an answer. I guess maybe I should have just cast Fires of Invention, but like didn't see a reason to cast anything else.
All existence bows to me.
Praise Lord Bolas. Okay, so this is an interesting deck. Ashiok's Thieves. Okay. Okay. I don't think I need those. I don't think I'm gonna need these. I'm probably going to want this and this. Probably one of those as well. Let's get a Sharon. And a Sark. Does this look right to me? Two cry the Carnarium. I mean, like, I still have to contend with that butt face. I mean, yeah, this seems correct. Who knows? Oh, this is game 3. Hmm. Match 3, I should say. In game like 6 or 7 or 8 or something, who knows. This hand is fine. It's definitely not good, because we don't have double black for Bedevil. So if they get off to a really early Thief of Sandy start, not the best, but I do think I will keep this. I'll play Dismal Backwater first to get some black down, just in case I top deck a Thought Erasure. Okay, they search me, that's fine. Hey, look, I got a Thought Erasure. I'm very glad I played that first. Let's see what they're working with, shall we? Just a Thief? Goodbye. The Searcher Azcanta is going to help them out. As long as I get, you know, fucking anything. Before they get the goods, I should be fine. Alright, that's helpful. This is literally fucking anything. We're going to play this first because it allows us to Bedevil at instant speed. And then next turn we can Fires into Mastermind's Acquisition, or probably just Fires into Kefnet. Makes a lot more sense. I don't know why I said the other thing. So they kept whatever that is on top. Bolas would be annoying for us. Nope, just a Thief. Ashiok? Duress? Rude? I guess they take Fires here? That's like... Man, Fires isn't even a good choice. Yeah, I mean, nothing here is great for them. They do take the Fire, so I can't double spell. I mean, it makes sense. I just go into Kefers. If I top deck a Black Source, I can go straight into Bolas. See what they do with the search. They kept the search on top. So I assume it's removal for Kefnet. Is it a Contempt for Kefnet? It might be, but they haven't done anything with it yet. It is. Cool. This is why I attack first, because now I can play Bolas. And make my opponent sad.
The immortal Nicol Bolas will be
So they'll
your
drop probably the
end.
mountain. They probably have enough blue-black. They probably should have dropped that.
You eons ago.
Once again, they kept on top. Let's see what it is. We've got removal for Daz. 6 mana. A Bolas of their own.
Will
Kill
remake
my
the
Bolas.
multiverse in my image.
Yep.
Perish.
I'm just going to destroy it.
I will return one day.
Because I might want to reanimate it. Alright, they keep it on top. Alright, well, I'm just going to cast this. I assume it's going to get killed. Huh. Okay, they got rid of that. What the heck could that be?
I am the master here.
Minus? Okay.
A little death never hurt anyone.
I think I'm just going to play a Sark in here.
What know you of dragons. Behold!
I might lose this game, but I'm relatively confident in winning the match. Fires was a good take. Alright, they're going to flip their Azcanta. But I'm pretty sure they're just not playing Fires, and it doesn't jive with me, friend. Fires is great. Sarkhan's going to die. That's Elder Spell? Yeah, I guess it's Elder Spell.
This looks like a fun new toy.
Come on, just play it. What are you waiting for? Elder Spell Misakin. Come on. Do it now. Is it not else? What is it? Is it fucking? No, it's Contempt. Okay, sure. That is fine. I get to kill your Liliana with my Sarkhan, though. I'm gonna go and not use Fabled Passage.
Might demands power.
Nor am I gonna use Mastermind's Acquisition, which I think is fine for what it's worth, because I'm at the point where I can Mastermind's Acquisition for removal. This is annoying, but I'll kill Liliana here. They have a 2/2, but I really don't care too much about it. They can start really getting some value here with their Azcanta, but... Oh, just in Rampage? That's fine.
A dragon would rather die than lose.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to be able to cast Kefnet next turn. So they can just attack Sarkhan to keep him honest, or they can use the Ingress Rampages when they know Kefnet's coming next turn. I assume they're going to just keep Sarkhan honest. I couldn't imagine them using that Ingress Rampage on it unless they top deck another removal. They really cut themselves off of red by getting rid of this mountain earlier in the game instead of getting rid of this Drowned Catacomb. So now whatever they have, if it's red, they can't play it. That's fine. Gonna go ahead and Contempt that.
I do hope you make this battle exciting for me.
Alright, so you have 2 zombies. I'm gonna have a Kefnet with 2 Mastermind's Acquisitions in hand. I still like my position here. Yeah, 2 damage. 2 damage is nothing. Alright, I'm gonna play covers. I'm gonna pass the turn. Remember yourself, if they cast Ashiok, use Fabled Passage. I'll block. Okay. Gonna go grab a swamp. Yeah, I got plenty of blue, plenty of red. Grab a swamp. Decline. Cast. I don't think my opponent has counter spells. I haven't seen any. Duress? Don't care. I assume he might get rid of that Duress. It's a 2-for-1. I'm fine with that. Once again, I don't need to attack. I do wish I was able to keep Bolas around and flip him, but whatevs. Top tick the lands, not bad for me. If I top tick a land, that's also not bad for me. Contempt. Oh, that's rude. So you contempt that. You do 4 more damage. I'm down to 13. I could just acquisition for take action for a Cry the Canarium if I really have to. I take 2, but they have a 2/2 zombie, I have a 2/3 zombie with lifelink, so it's fine. And I still have both of these in hand. Obviously, there's a point at which the 2 in hand is worth not enough in their bush. Need to work on that. Alright, well, Mastermind's acquisition's gone. That's fine. One of them. I still have another. They kept whatever is in there on top. They've been through 7 more cards? Jeez. Come on, dude. Oh, man. The thing is, Kefnet is so helpful. Yeah, I can Masterminds next turn. I can Kefnet Masterminds for something, but I'm probably just going to Tomebound Lich, really. Another Thief of Sanity. Alright. I'm going to attack and then Mastermind's acquisition for Ritual of Soot. Fuck, where did I put those? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I'm attacking first so I can gain some life. Okay, I'm fine with that. Now it means I can actually just get Cry at the Canarium. Or, wait, yeah. Choose a card I own from inside the game, because I believe I kept Cry in. This is why we need a look at sideboard feature. Yeah, so I saw a Cry. I just want to double check what else I have in the deck. Yeah, I don't want to let... I mean, it'd be great to just get Chandra and cast Chandra next turn, but I'm just going to Cry. Get rid of all that nonsense. Now my opponent's going to be drawing 2 cards a turn. I'm going to be drawing, hopefully, 2 cards a turn once I get my Kefnet down. Thought Erasure would be bad, but Duress wouldn't. Since this tapped their red for some reason, they can't play this Bolas because it tapped their red for some stupid reason. So I'm gonna play this and not my Bolas. I mean, that sucks, but whatever. I'm gonna take action again. Kefnet has absorbed so many removal spells. I hope that they don't have a discard spell. Alright, so they're gonna play that. I'm gonna get rid of my swamp, I guess.
Once, I am one again.
Hope they don't have a removal spell, so I can kill their Bolas.
My schemes
Or a discard spell, I should say, sorry. Alright, let's play this Bolas. I'll eat theirs. I mean, this has just been removal of the game. There are 28 cards.
I have a few openings for more minions, if you're interested.
There's nothing that protects against this, I don't think, so... I took the Elder Spell out of my sideboard. But my opponent having the Elder Spell here is fucking awful. That's very bad for me. That was the worst draw I could have gotten. Luckily, this is only game 2. Oh, that's a fucking yikes. We've lost. Yeah, there's nothing we can do at this point. Man, who would have thought that taking Fires of Invention there really just screwed me. Let's see, I think it's Scorn. I think it's Liliana. Yeah, no, I'm dead. On to game 3. I refuse to lose in a Bolas mirror match. I'm gonna bring in Thought Distortion. Playing Tomebound Lich? I'm actually gonna take out Cry. to put one ritual in. Elder Spell. I think I still want Elder Spell. I definitely like Thought Distortion. I don't think I need a main deck Star of Extinction. I don't think I need a main deck Mass Manipulation. I might actually want Ugin. Do I want Ugin instead of Chandra? I think I do, actually. Alright, let's try this. Alright, hopefully they don't take our fire. And we can just drown them in advantage. Elder Spell's so good. Or, the Eldest Reborn is so good, but it's kind of only good in, like, this type of context. Very few decks it's good against at this point, I think. Well, I don't know. I'm like talk myself back into to playing the Eldest Reborn again. I just love the card. Maybe got Sarkhan for it? I don't know. Sarkhan I feel like helps in a lot of situations. Because it's fine against control and aggro. Whereas the Eldest Reborn is kind of only okay against mid-range or control decks. And only really on specific boards in a lot of scenarios. Yeah, not sure. We are going first. Play first? Oh, this hand is not good. Oh, no. Come on, man. I have to keep this just in case of a thief. That sucks. Jeez. Alright, well, we can get rid of Search at least. Oh. And they have a decent hand, and we got... Fuck. Oh, that's the worst way to lose it. Alright, we can maximize acquisition for something. I don't know what can help me in this situation, though. I assume we can play Tomebound Lich. I mean, they might just hold up Bedevil. Opponent? Hello? Yo, I'll take a DC win. Do not get fuck. They're back darn. Yeah, that's fine. I will kill that, but I will do it after they decide. You don't want to do it before they decide because they could technically change their mind there. Not to get rid of the Bedevil. Tombound Lich feels so weird, but I can kind of understand it. Maybe they're gonna get mana screwed. If they miss one land drop, Thought Collapse could really fuck them. Fuck. Oh man, I don't know what to do. I could get Sarkhan because Sarkhan has 2 parts on him. Did I keep Sarkhan in the main deck? Fuck. Oh no. Well, let's hope I did. Yep, there he is. I think that's the correct decision is just to get Sarkhan. Like, I could get Thought Collapse. Or Thought Distortion, sorry. 4, 5, 5. It's the safer play. If I get Thought Distortion and they don't miss a land drop, then I'm screwed. So they have something that they can cast here. I'm incredibly surprised by the extreme lack of Gruul Embercleave. Because I made a lot of modifications based on that. Okay. Play Sarkhan. Get a dragon. Sarkhan dies. They play Bolas. Bolas kills the thing. I kill Bolas. They play Liliana, and I'm just sad because I had to mulligan to 5. Damn. It's not how I wanted to go out. Or maybe my opponent just like actually disconnects. I mean, they're at 16. I'm at 19 still. So they've been taking a bit. Yep. Yep. Well, if they don't get a black source,
Come to me.
then they can't play Bolas. Okay, that's fine. They 2-for-1 themselves. The rest, less fine, but okay. Alright, we are potentially still in this, because even if they are able to play this, it is a 2-for-1 for them, or 2-for-1 for me, so maybe I get something value? I don't know. I assume I'm going to get rid of Liliana here. Yeah. Not a black source. Not a black source. Please, not a black source. It's still 2-for-1. Gas. Oh, thank you. Every turn I have gas, well, never mind. Every turn I draw well makes up for the fucking mulligan. Especially since it looks like they're getting mana screwed pretty hard. Yeah, the Search and the Tomebound Lich were really what they were banking on to maintain. Oh gosh, Kefnet, if you can please like just give me like Mastermind's Acquisition or fucking Thought Erasure or something, I will love you. Oh, Thought Distortion, fucking top tippers. I'm just waiting for them to like be sandbagging a land and then just like play a land, play Bolas, and I just start top decking nothing but lands. Very cynical. Mostly it's that I can't have my reputation tarnished. Not great. I'm going to attack though. I need you to draw nothing. At least not a black land. No, leave Kefnet alone, you fuck. God damn it. Take action. Can I please draw something good? Something good. Why? This is why I don't have hope. This is why on the inside I'm goth as fuck. I have no hope. Why? Don't do this to me. I mean, you can attack me and go down to fucking 10. Jeez, if I went down to 4, that would suck. Claudio, just take your turn. Take your turn or concede, please. Preferably the latter. Oh, I can't handle this. I cannot handle the pressure. Come on, something good, please. I don't need more lands now. Oh, come on, man. Come on. I mulled at 5 and I start to flood. No! I lost. I had so many turns. To fucking turn it around. And of fucking course, I just draw 3 lands in a row.
You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
I'm gonna be at 2. Like, this fucking sucks, dude. Absolutely fucking sucks. Wow.
Let your weak minds
Such a shit way to lose, man. Besides, like, if Kefnet weren't there, right? That's like 4 or 5 lands in a row, right? That sucks. Like, obviously they got mana screwed as well, but like, I had to multiply. Like, Yeah, that's upsetting. I mean, I can't actually change anything until it's over, but for what it's worth, I'm probably going to be playing the historic challenge until I get the fucking Gaia sleeve because I need it. I need to have it. Anyway, yikes! I hope you enjoyed that. I'd like to thank all of my lovely patrons and viewers for their continued support. If you'd like to join them in supporting the show, you can find links to that down in the description, or if you'd like to go ahead and tap that like button. Add subscription, share mana pool, cast a comment to the comment section down below, past the turn of the vid, some of your friends, and of course, until next time, we all will be one. Yikes, 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 yikes.